Dalen warns Britney about her fathers. What's good, cousins? Welcome back to Ro Reacts TV. This morning's skit, we have Dalen going to visit Britney at her job, and he's going to warn her that she has two fathers. This will be a Ro Reacts recap. So the skit starts out, Britney is on her phone scrolling. She's into what she's looking at on the phone, and Dalen is parked across the street. He notices her. He gets out of his car. He says, "What's going on, Britney?" She says, "Oh my gosh, Dalen, what in the world could you possibly be doing over here by my job today?" She says, "Did you just come to play outside of my job again? What, you got your little Christmas carol in the car?" And when he showed up with Noel, I felt that she was more offended that he upgraded his truck after leaving her, because she said, "You hadn't upgraded your car the whole time we were together." So after she asks about the Christmas carol, he says, "Well, first of all, her name is Noel." And then Britney goes, "Fa la 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 la." He says, "Okay, are you done being a comedian?" She says, "No, I'm not funny at all. You're funny. What are you doing here?" He says, "Britney, I'm not here to start any trouble with you. I'm not here to rub the knife in." She's cocky. She says, You can't rub the knife in, because if we don't remember the truth, let me call it out. I played you. So you thought you got me back the other day, but really I'm good, Dalen." And at this point, I'm thinking, Dalen, forget behind your back Britney. Don't tell her nothing. Let her find out in court. Better yet, let her mama tell her. She's hiding all the secrets. Let her mama tell her. So Dalen steps in. He says, "You know what, Britney? I'm not even here for this back and forth with you. I didn't come here for that. But you're right. You have played me twice, and I've learned my lesson." She's like, yeah. "Well, you know what? You playing games too, all outside of my job. So once again, what are you doing here?" He says, "Okay, well, if you let me talk, I'll tell you why I'm here, Britney." Britney says, "Sure, go ahead with the lies. Roll them off of your tongue, Dalen. What are you here for?" Dalen says, "Clearly, you don't care about me and never did." Britney says, "Oh, you're gaslighting." He says, "No, it's not gaslighting." He says, "I just really want you to know I really did care about you. Probably even more so than people in your own family, Britney." She did not like this statement. She says, "First of all, don't say nothing about my family, because even though I gave you the privilege to meet them, you don't know nothing about my family, so keep their names all out of your mouth." He says, "So since you don't want to listen to me, maybe I know a little bit more about your family than you think I do." She says, "Dalen, keep my family's name out of your mouth. Again, what did you come up here for?" He says, "Britney, listen to me. Even though you have an attitude, I'm still gonna tell you." She says, "Okay. Now, Dalen, let this be your last conversation. She doesn't care about your hurt. She's playing in your face, okay? She told you that she played you, so she has no remorse. Move on." Dalen says, "Your little perfect family that you think you have?" She says, "I didn't say that." He says, "Yeah, well, it's nothing that you think it may be." She says, "Dalen, what are you talking about?" He said, "You might want to go talk to your stepbrother, Kelvin. You might want to talk to your stepbrother, Kelvin, and find out the truth about your family." She says, "Oh, you mean your best friend, Kelvin?" Because she's upset that him and Kelvin have bonded, because that stops all the back and forth and in between and lies that she wants to tell. So Dalen is irritated now. He says, "You know what, Britney? You know your Uncle Keith?" He said, "Yeah." She says, "I know my Uncle Keith. Thank you for telling me his name." He says, "Did you know your Uncle Keith might really be your father?" Britney is bent over with laughter. He says, Oh, you think I'm playing, huh?" She's cracking up laughing. He says, "Oh, you really think I'm playing?" She says, Dalen, this is literally crazy. So you come outside my job," he says, "Britney, with a woman." He says, "Britney, listen." She says, No, you listen to me. You come outside my job with a woman, and now you stooping super low. So she don't want to hear this. She says, "This is like the craziest interception I've ever seen." She says, "Why would you try to hurt me like this?" He says, "Okay, Britney, you can deflect all that you want to deflect." She says, "Oh, now I'm deflecting." He says, "You know what? And you can crack all the jokes that you want to crack. I'm just sincerely trying to put you on to some information about your family. You may have two dads. Your Uncle Keith may be your father. He says, you know what? I know if it was me, I would want to know. She starts laughing. He says, you know what? While you're laughing, just go talk to your mom. He says, I'm sure she'll tell you. She says, listen, with a real straight face. She says, my mom and me are good. She says, and I'm going to tell you one last time, stay out of my family business. So, cousins, drop your thoughts in the comments.